This is a reminder that you cannot rush God's timeline. That you are on a timeline that your ego can't grasp. And when you judge this timeline, when you judge yourself for where you are at, and you allow others' opinions to weigh you down and make you feel like you're not at the right spot at the right time, you will put this unnecessary pressure and weight on yourself. You will send the message to your body, to your mind, to your heart that something is lacking, something isn't right, that you aren't in the right place. And for me, as I've gone through this journey, the further and further I've dove into my relationship with God and universe, and ultimately the surrender of myself to something much greater than who I am as an ego, the more I've surrendered to that, the less people have understood. The more people have judged me and looked at me and thought, what is this guy doing? And for me, where I'm at right now, it feels like the foundation continues to be laid for something so much greater than I could have ever imagined. That when I got into this experience, into this journey of self-development, but ultimately my first ego death, I had no idea all this would come with it. I mean, I sit here in this grass next to a tree, a random tree. The sun's shining on me, and I can't help but feel so comfortably uncomfortable within myself. So comfortably uncomfortable. In such an interesting way that everything, that it feels like the veil is just dropped, that all of these attachments I've had my whole life are just gone at this point. And I'm sitting here not in the position I wanted myself to be on my own projected timeline from my ego, or where others want me to be within their timeline and what they expected it to look like. But I sit here and I can't help but feel consumed in God's love, consumed in God's light coming through me. Even though the timeline hasn't added up to how I wanted it to be. I sit here within the weight. I sit here within the heaviness, the unknown. It feels like I have nothing to prove. That it's between God and I. And shout out to Issac. We were on a Bible study call the other night, Monday night, and he made the reference of one-on-one. It's you're at the top of the key and you just check up with God, and it's just this one-on-one. And really, that's what I see so many people getting wrong, is they're playing 1-on-20. They're checking up, but they're trying to win every single battle for every single human being and validate every single human's opinion, when you need to let all the outside noise go. You gotta let it go. This is a one-on-one between you and God. That's it. the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the one that you can't hide anything from. This limitless, this source, the creator, consciousness. It's a battle one-on-one with God. Nobody else. Don't even waste your time checking up in those other battles, because that just takes your attention off of the one game you need to be playing, the one bucket that actually counts. Don't waste your time over there. It's crazy that you just look around in today's world and you see that everyone's ego and identity is constructed out of what other people think about them. That no one is taking the time nowadays, ever. That you, and what I'm really trying to say is you need to take the time. You need to sit in silence. You need to sit in stillness. Not run from it. Not look for any exterior validation, but just sit within it. And that's what I said earlier, is I'm comfortably uncomfortable within the madness. That there's still so much more I feel I will do in my life, and so many more things that you could say I will accomplish and channel and create in this physical world out of the love of God. There's so many things out of that place I still feel I need to do. But it feels like right now God is just laying the foundation. I was on a walk earlier listening to Alan Watts, and he talked about how all towers fall. All towers fall. But the chosen ones, they are creating wells underground that no one else can see, but everyone drinks from without them even knowing it. Go create that well. Stop trying to create this magnificent tower that everyone marvels and, oh my gosh, you built that, oh my gosh, pat on the back. No, it's not about the acknowledgement from others, from other human beings in this physical world. It's not about that. It's in here. It's with God. That's it. Build the well. I don't care if that means you make less money. I don't care if that means your status takes a hit. I don't care about any of that. That doesn't matter. Because what God has planned for you is so much greater than any of that. In the Alan Watts video, they're also talking about building the kingdom. And the burden that comes with it. That when you get to this point and you open your heart and your eyes and you open your life up to no longer just chasing comfort and seeking these desires that run your life, but you surrender to God and what He has in store for you. And you're creating that kingdom, ultimately that space and energy of love. You're in for it. You know how many nights, you know how many hours I've laid there and doing completely nothing, and it feels like my life is just being torn apart within my own soul, that everything I've known is just being ripped from me piece by piece, and all I can do is just lay there and surrender to it more and more. You know how uncomfortable it is? I challenge you to go and do that. Because the more of us that take this path, oh my, there's already so many people that are going down this path. Like, when I say this stuff, I hope you understand this is not out of an egoic, I'm special, I'm this, I'm that. No, we all come from the same. We're all one and the same, just different reflections and expressions of it. And it fills me up with so much joy when I get to talk to other people that are going through this and they're diving into that depth and they continue to surrender and search for something greater within. But what happens out of this is this light that is shining through me right now, God's light. We can spread that with so many more people. And we can create that space for others to go through this process and release the fear, the anger, the sadness, the ego, all of these things we get attached to, and truly come to center within themselves with God, with universe, with consciousness, with creator, with source, all with one in here, because it's never separate. And I feel like I talk about the same things over and over again, but really I talk about these same things over and over again because there's nothing else that truly matters. The rest of it is noise. This is the foundation of it all. This is where my time and energy is going towards within myself. All the time I spend in silence and stillness with myself is building this relationship, this foundation. And if you are questioning it, it's okay. That is part of it. If you are chosen for something this great, before God puts that crown on your head, not a crown of you are a leader of a cult or a savior or anything like that, but the crown of you hold space and energy for others. You can lead out of love, and you can. It's hard to describe. But just that crown of leading by example and being put in front of more and more people to hold that space for more and more people to a deeper and deeper depth. That crown. That comes after the foundation is laid. God knows when you're ready. Stop questioning God, who already knows everything, who isn't blinded by the ego that you oftentimes look through, the lens you often look through, that already sees all of you. Don't question when it is time for these things to be revealed to yourself. And when you stop questioning this, this process will get so much easier for you, because you will stop rushing it. And you will sink into the here and now. And you won't think you're operating out of lack, or you should have more, or you should have this, or you should have that. But for me, it's a complete understanding of whatever I need to know, wherever I need to be, whoever needs to enter my life, whatever opportunities need to reveal myself, whatever skills I need to build, whatever abilities I need to reveal within myself, God will make that clear when I'm present and I'm listening. And out of that, the rest is handled, because if I'm present and I show up, the rest will just handle itself. So stop questioning everything. Stop questioning yourself, your abilities, and trust it. Trust it all. And take action and see what unfolds. See what reveals itself. Man. I hope this resonated with you. I hope this brings you some peace. I hope this wakes you up a little bit to the process and path we are on. And I hope you also realize you are not alone. I'm in this with you, and there's a lot of other people that are in this as well. All on different paths, all looks different, feels different, is presented to us in a different way, and we express it differently. But at the end of the day, we are all one within here. We are all part of the same source, creator, God. Stop acting like you are separate. Stop acting like you are behind. Sink into it right here. God's got you. beautiful day. What a beautiful day. All right, thank you for listening. There's 15 minutes for you. I hope that hit your heart, hit your soul a little bit. Get outside, y'all. Y'all gotta get a little more quiet. Shut the distractions off for a little bit. Cut out the noise. God's trying to get through to you, but you have to listen. You have to get still. You gotta get quiet. And then we go. And then you take massive action, and you don't question it. You don't have to know exactly why or where it's leading you, but just continue to stay open and surrender throughout the process. I love you. Let's go. Feel free to reach out to me if you're going through this process, or you want support going through this process, or if you want a community, you want some tools that have helped me work through the highs and the lows, and anything like that. Let me know. I'm here. You can reach out to me. All love. Talk soon.